All right, man. The NFL, they holding an open workout with Colin Kaepernick. They trying to help him get back into the league. Um, this Saturday in Atlanta, Georgia, should the Detroit Lions go take a look at Kaepernick and should they sign him if they like what they see, and would they? Mercy Sports Talk me in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and should they and would they is two different things, and I'll speak on both of them. Later tonight, I'll be dropping the Lions Cowboys prediction video. Trying to wait to see if they get any more information on Matthew Stafford. They're a little mum on that, but he's been out for 3 years. It don't even seem like 3 years, man. And heard he been putting some weight on. I remember when right before he got the start, because he had got benched, he had went vegan and lost a lot of weight. And the weight had affected his ability to throw the ball, and he wasn't throwing with the velocity. And now I think at one point in the last few years he had got up to like 235 or something like that. So he put more weight on to help, with him throwing the velocity. His arm strength wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? But the NFL is orchestrating this, man, and teams reached out to the NFL because they wanted to sign Kaepernick, but they didn't know if the NFL wanted them to sign Kaepernick, and everything was cool too. NFL gave them the green light. They talked to Kaepernick people, and they set this thing up together. Okay, so he's gonna be working out Saturday in Atlanta, Georgia, and I think the NFL it's in their best interest to let Kaepernick back in the league, and I think their viewership will go back up. And one of the reasons the viewership went down is because of Kaepernick, and they didn't respect the black dollar, or they didn't value the black viewership, and they learned quick, fast, and hurry that it has to be respected. Black people are responsible for $1 trillion in the economy, and NFL thought they can get by without it, and they noticed declines in Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, Super Bowl. Now, primetime football just, it's been terrible the last few years. It hasn't been consistently good. You had some good games, but it's been terrible. You know what I'm saying? But also with the rule changes, that plays into people's, part two, and not want to watch football because they sissified it. But if Kaepernick looked good, to be honest, and I don't know if he's in his 30s, I think the Lions need more of a veteran quarterback. Even if he looked good, I wouldn't do it. I would just take for Chase Young. Or if I like one of the quarterbacks, Herbert, Burrows, Tua. If I like one of those quarterbacks, then I'd go up there. And also the Lions can trade down and pick. So I think a tank should be in order. But they're going to try to force Matthew Stafford to come back to make the record look good. To put some ice on their cake. So it won't be a cry for Matt Patricia to get fired. Which it should already been a cry. In actuality, you could have made a case where he should have got fired last year. Because they pushed Jim Caldwell out the door, and he had a winning record, I think, each of the seasons he was here. And now Matt Patricia is not going to have a winning record this year, probably. So, in actuality, he should be fired. But if he has security, I would tank. And, with 3 top quarterbacks, you don't know who could, whatever quarterback could shift into the top 10 or 5. They can always trade down and get picks. But if Kaepernick is balling out, I don't think the Lions are close enough on the defensive side of the ball where he can learn the playbook and he can uplift the team. Even next year, he won't be your quarterback of the future because even though he was out for 3 years, he's still older. You want your quarterback of the future play at least, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? So I think the Lions are in position to get a quarterback of the future or draft a Chase Young and an elite pass rusher they need, or trade down and accumulate assets to get a quarterback of the future. So I think we need to go younger. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think this would be an ideal situation for Kaepernick. Maybe in Chicago, maybe they still believe in Trubisky and they start to groom Trubisky a little bit under Kaepernick, and then once he's ready, then cool. And if he's not ready, then draft another development of quarterback. So I think Chicago a good fit for what they're trying to do with Kaepernick. They're trying to do in Chicago. A few other teams, probably some good fits. I can't think off the top. But in Chicago, I think that's a good fit. Possibly in Philadelphia behind Carson Wentz because he always getting injured. I think that could be a good fit as well. Indianapolis, if they don't believe in Brian Hoyer, and he can back up, or him and Jacoby Brissett can battle it out. But Brissett is pretty good. So I look at that situation, like those teams, like that. Or if Teddy Bridgewater walk, you can do Kaepernick behind, Drew Brees. But I don't think Kaepernick fit here. I think they need to go younger at the quarterback position. I think they need to draft one. I think the Lions should just tank this year, get elite pass rusher, draft a quarterback, move down. But I think a quarterback needs to be selected at some point in the draft or acquired somehow, a young quarterback asset. But Kaepernick, it just don't fit here. I don't think we're close enough to win anything this year for him to come in and do anything. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Goodfellas, More to See Sports Talk, Don't forget to check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business questions, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing videos. Want to make a donation? Links in the description. Best way to donate is share. One time for the one time. More to See Sports Talk. We gone.